Welcome back to the world of street food. I'm visiting Penang, Malaysia, a state in the northwest part of peninsular Malaysia. Georgetown, the capital of Penang, is one of my favorite cities in Southeast Asia. It's famous for its colonial history and architecture, culture, street art, and of course, its food. Upon arriving in Georgetown, I knew exactly what I wanted for my first meal. Deens Maju is one of the most iconic local restaurants in Georgetown, and it's a must visit when on the island of Penang. Nasi Kandar is basically a big plate of rice topped with various meats, curries, and gravies. To order, you just ask for whatever you want, and the staff will plate it up for you. Chicken, curry, and okra. After plating up whatever you want atop the rice, the staff ladle heaps of various curries and gravies on top, flooding the entire plate with their special blend of flavors. I'm not exaggerating when I say that this is one of the best meals that I've ever had. It's really no wonder that Deens Maju is so popular. The mixed gravy was richly spiced, and the rice absorbed all of the juices so that every bite just burst with flavor. The next morning, it was time for breakfast, so I headed out to Roti Cheenai Transfer Road, a small and nondescript yet extremely popular street food restaurant for one of the island's most iconic morning dishes. The roti, made from flour, water, eggs, and ghee, has a flaky and crispy outside and a soft, chewy interior. I ordered a serving of Roti Cheenai with a side of delicious bright red chicken curry. The curry sauce was thick, richly flavorful, and moderately spicy, and the bowl of curry was served with a tender, stewed chicken leg that just fell apart off the bone. For lunch, I decided to visit Hot Bowl White Curry for a bowl of their legendary and award-winning white curry mee. The signature white curry is served with thick egg noodles, chewy tofu-like bean curd, cockles, and squid. You can enjoy the white curry on its own or add as much chili paste as you like. It's delicious either way. When I was ordering, the staff asked me if I also wanted to try their famous steamed chicken. Since it's another one of Hot Bowl's signature dishes, of course I said yes. It is marinated and served with a delicious soy sauce-based sauce, alongside green onions and slivers of cucumber. It's a really nice dish to pair with the white curry mee. This next restaurant is a historic, traditional dessert factory and shop located in Penang. It's been around for decades and is famous for making Nyonya-style Kway, or local cakes and sweets often called delights in English, which are deeply rooted in the Peranakan culture. They specialize in a variety of Kway using fresh and local ingredients. I ordered a number of little dishes and snacks to try, most of which I didn't know what they were. Prices are reasonable, although a little higher than what is typical in Penang due to the restaurant's popularity, fame, and recent Michelin award. In the afternoon, I was getting tired, hungry, and after a day of exploring, I was ready for another great meal. I stepped into Cecil Market, a large covered market with dozens of hawker stalls, restaurants, and food shops to dry off from the afternoon rain and enjoy a late lunch. I decided to order Char Teow, one of Penang's most iconic dishes. The dish begins with cubes of rice cakes, which are stir-fried in lard in a hot wok with bean sprouts, fried eggs, garlic, light and dark soy sauce, chili paste, and other aromatic sauces. It's quite interesting to watch the vendors prepare the dish, throwing spoonfuls of various sauces and ingredients into the sizzling wok until the dish is completed. In Penang, Char Teow is traditionally served on top of a banana leaf, which is supposed to enhance the dish's flavor. The market is busiest in the morning and the stalls begin to close down around lunchtime. Now, I'm a big fan of food tours. I really think it's one of the best ways to get to know a place, especially if you haven't got a lot of time. I signed up for a morning street food tour and met my excellent guide, Ms. Pohu Peng, for breakfast. We started by visiting a coffee shop, a sort of local Malaysian open-air food court. One of the first dishes that we tried was a bowl of delicious wonton mee, or egg noodles, served with pork-stuffed wontons and pieces of juicy grilled pork. Next up was kaya toast with butter. The toast was served with a small pile of sugar on the side to dip the toast in. Another dish that we tried was a noodle dish cooked with prawns, sweet Chinese pork sausage, and fried eggs in a wok. Lorbak are a type of Malaysian fritters which evolved from Chinese cuisine. They can be made out of many things and they are typically served over coffee. We shared some fried pork egg rolls and prawn rolls. Moving on, we walked through the old historical town towards Chasta Market. The old market was established in the 19th century by Indian traders and merchants and is now one of the city's most diverse markets. As we sat down at a small table in the alleyway, my guide went off to purchase our next course of food. Next up was Char Kway. The smoky wok-fried dish made from cubes of rice cake was absolutely delicious. We enjoyed our meal with a very special and unique local drink, nutmeg juice. The nutmeg juice was bright red and mildly sweet with a subtle spiced flavor that tasted very mildly like Christmas. By this point, I was really getting full, but there was still more food to be tasted. We had arrived at one of Penang's most famous food streets, and we sat down for a bowl of Asam Laksa. Penang Asam Laksa is a type of laksa, or a popular Southeast Asian noodle soup, known for its bold, tangy, and spicy flavors. What sets Penang's local version apart is its unique use of tamarind, which gives the broth its name and its signature tanginess. The tamarind paste is mixed into a broth made from mackerel and loaded up with chewy, thick laksa noodles and a huge variety of flavorful ingredients. Notably onion, chili pepper, pineapple, and an optional but highly recommended spoon filled with a salty and savory fermented prawn paste, which you can pour into your noodles for a richer flavor. Finally, it was time for dessert. Cendol is a popular Southeast Asian dessert commonly found in northern Malaysia. It's a sweet and refreshing dish made with coconut milk, palm sugar syrup, and pandan-flavored green rice flour jelly. Cendol is often served over shaved ice and includes additional toppings like sweet red azuki beans. This was followed by a plate of Rojak, or Malaysian mixed fruit salad. The dish is made from sliced green apple, cucumber, rose apple, pineapple, and cubes of firm tofu, among other ingredients. The mixture is tossed in a flavorful dressing made from tamarind paste, prawn paste, and palm sugar and covered in crushed roasted peanuts. The food tour was so much fun and I had a great time, but I still had another day in Malaysia and I wanted to try a few more dishes before flying back home. For dinner, I visited Nasi Kandar Line Clear. This time, I decided to order rice topped with stewed chicken, shredded cabbage, a boiled egg, and sliced cucumber. In my opinion, Nasi Kandar is best enjoyed with a cup of Malaysian iced tea. A cup of tea is always welcome when traveling, and Malaysian tea is some of my favorite. I ordered teh tarik from a local tea cart after lunch. The tea is aerated by pouring it back and forth between 2 cups and is sweetened with condensed milk for a sweet, strong, frothy drink. It was my final morning in Malaysia and it was time for my favorite meal, breakfast. Tun Cafe is an old-school cafe in Penang that serves simple and hearty meals of charcoal grilled toast, poached eggs, and cups of strong black Malaysian coffee. It is an excellent place to start your morning before a day of adventure in the historic old town. The menu is simple. The little open-air cafe sells thick-cut slices of toast topped with poached eggs or a selection of toppings of your choice. Every piece of toast is grilled on a charcoal grill right in the middle of the shop and arrives fresh, crispy, and hot. A serving of eggs on toast comes with 2 thick pieces of cubed white Hainanese bread, each one topped with a perfectly runny poached egg. Of course, breakfast is not complete without coffee. This is just barely scratching the surface of what Malaysia, and indeed what Penang, has to offer. Visit theworldofstreetfood.com for more food from around the world, and until next time, keep exploring the world one meal at a time.